The green fairy became the green devil because a whole age needed a monster. As Walkie lets water fall into the glass, the green spirit turns into a pale cloud. Behind that beautiful ritual came murder headlines, bans, and the myth of hallucination. The real poison of absinthe may have been fear more than wormwood. Absinthe reveals itself only when water touches it. Cold drops fall over sugar, and the clear green spirit opens into a milky cloud. This change is called the loach, and it wakes the aroma of anise and fennel inside the glass. Later, people would look at that same cloud as if it proved dangerous magic. The taste is closer to opening an old herbal cabinet than drinking something sweet. Wormwood gives the bitter spine, while anise pushes up a licorice-like perfume. Fennel adds a softer herbal sweetness that ties the glass together. The spirit is strong, but the old ritual lowers it with water and lets the aroma unfold. The green fairy became the green devil because one story was too useful. In 1905, the Jean Lanfray murder case shook newspapers across Europe. Reports grabbed the 2 glasses of absinthe from a table crowded with other alcohol. A complicated act of violence began to look like the crime of one green drink. Absinthe was not the only drink on that table. Wine, brandy, and other liqueurs were there, but public attention stopped at the green glass. People found it easier to turn one name into a demon than to face the larger problem of alcohol. From then on, absinthe was no longer just a drink for the intoxicated, but evidence of social decay. That image did not appear from nowhere. In 19th century Paris cafes, the 5 o'clock green hour drew people to the tables. Poets and painters saw freedom, inspiration, and dangerous beauty in that glass. Absinthe became less a menu item than the green light of the Belle Epoque. Other people read that same green light as a sign of disease. Doctors tried to explain seizures, hallucinations, and moral decline through the word absinthism. Temperance campaigners seized that language and painted the drink as a threat to the home. Wine interests and moral panic overlapped as the green fairy was dragged toward the law. The real culprit behind the absinthe panic may not have been wormwood. People placed a compound called thujone at the center of the legend. The problem was that many experiments used concentrated wormwood oil rather than the drink in the glass. Absinthe in a glass and wormwood oil in a lab bottle shared a name but not the same danger. Modern research brought that difference back into view. Even pre-ban bottles showed thujone levels far below the monstrous numbers repeated for decades. The phrase hallucination drink survived longer in rumor and marketing than in science. What remained certain was high-proof alcohol and a fear that had already grown too large. The ban lasted for decades, but the green fairy never disappeared completely. In the Swiss Val de Travers, memories survived in cellars, kitchens, and small hidden stills. In 2005, absinthe came back into legal light in Switzerland. A drink accused of being a demon began to reclaim the name of local heritage. Still, the myth did not fall away from the bottle easily. Modern absinthe is legal, but it still carries the image of the green fairy and the forbidden drink. Some bottles sell that fear, while some drinkers try to strip it away. To Walkie, absinthe is a spirit whose story is stronger than its hallucination myth. Absinthe is frightening, not because it makes people lose their minds. It is frightening because one age turned a bottle into a demon to explain its fear. Inside the glass are wormwood, anise, and fennel, but outside the bottle are newspapers, law, and desire. The green fairy is finally a mirror for how people choose to believe a panic.